Good morning. Hello, Julia. What's going on? Happy Tuesday morning. We're doing a little bit of Tuesday TCG. Hello, Drisco. What is that command supposed to be triggering? Dare I ask? How are you doing? Welcome in. This is the first stream of the week. I hope you all had a great weekend. It's the first stream. I didn't do many last week. Hello, Jarek. What's happening? I only did one stream last week. As you know, a lot of stuff was happening last week, and the internet got upgraded on Thursday. So download speed is up at around 900 or something insane that I have never experienced before. And upload and everything is like through the roof. So guess what? This morning I pressed go live and it just went. It just went like a... You know, like I couldn't even get over it. I didn't even have to sit there and just keep faffing about with it. Everything's just working. You enjoy peanut butter. That's exciting news, Drisco. That's exciting news. I wish I had something quite as titillating to tell you all this morning, but I don't at this stage. Are you on holidays today? Is this an annual leave day, or is this some other special holiday that you get, Jarek? Jarek seems to get lots of public holidays off. It doesn't seem to matter where in the world you are either. Going very well. It was a very busy weekend. There's some stuff going on that I can't talk about at the moment. That has made life a little hectic. It's fine. It's not bad. But yeah, it made the weekend quite busy, and I don't really know how the week's going to go at this point. So I'm just winging it. I'm waking up and I'm taking every day as it comes at this point. It's a federal holiday. Of course it is. And what's this one for? What's the federal holiday for today, Jarek? Let us know. Let us know. Now, I hope everyone in your house is fitting well, Julia. I hope no one's got any nasty bites. It was the President's Day in the US. You got time and a half. Oh, you got time and a half. Otherwise, you couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, fair enough. At least you got penalty rates. You know, that's better than nothing. No, it's nothing like that, Jarek. It's nothing like that. Why is it? Everyone always makes those assumptions, don't they? When you say you've got news. It's not that news. Hello, Steve. I am good. How are you? Welcome in. What's going on? Lovely to see your face. Now, little update, everybody. If anybody ever does watch TikTok, I think the people in the stream right now don't, but I'm currently in trouble with TikTok because I streamed Balatro on there a couple of weeks ago. So my live stream got pulled down, and then I had a 7-day ban, which I was like, oh, it was ridiculous. But anyway, I waited for the end of the 7 days because I was multi-streaming to YouTube and TikTok in vertical format. Now it's 30 bloody days. So I got to the end of the 7 days. Now it's 30 days. So I can't like multi-stream to TikTok, which is annoying because there's certain games where I would rather them be in vertical format. And if I want to go on TikTok, I can still do it, but I have to do it directly through the live app, meaning that I can't do it anywhere else at the same time. So everything is just so frustrating at the moment. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that again because there's certain games, certain simulators that work really, really well if they're in vertical format, and TikTok and YouTube are simultaneously streamed, but I can't bloody do that at the moment. So I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. But that's kind of cheered me up a little bit. Little bit of a funky tune on a Tuesday. Funky tune Tuesday. Thank you, Oz, for the 54 months. No big celebrations or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about any registries of any kind. Yeah, I know. I'm a TikTok rebel. So that's the lesson. If you ever stream on TikTok, if you stream Balatro, they will think you're a degenerate, and you may be imprisoned, basically, possibly. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for a little bit of TCG? Now let's just pause my other music, and we'll go live over on YouTube Vertical, so all the fuckboys can come and enjoy this as well. We'll do that now. Live on YouTube Vertical. Hello. Hello. Here we go. How I behaved at that casino. And excuse me, what exactly are we talking about here? The audacity of you. I'm always on my best behavior. I'm an exemplary citizen. I think you'll find. It's tea. Yeah, it's the end of my green and jasmine tea. I have a green and jasmine tea every morning. Sometimes I mix it up with a little bit of lemon. Sometimes green and lemon if I'm feeling spicy. But today it's green and jasmine. By the way, everybody, I've made some changes. I have been tinkering with my store. I had a little bit of a play the other weekend. I was really craving this. So I've moved things. Hello, Asgard. What's going on? I've got my register over here, and I have got some more play tables. We have 3 display tables at the front, and I've been expanding the store as well. So it's been opened up. I have double shelving at the back. Oh, and look at this. Look at this thing. I spent a ton on this baby. I have done away with the 2 smellotrons. This is the business. This detects the tiniest little bit of smelliness and instantly quenches it. It doesn't matter where they are. It finds them and it goes, hey, smelly ass, and it sprays them. Look, it's unbelievable. I have to make sure it stays full. It takes 4 cans of cleanser to keep this going. I'm very excited about this. And thank you for demonstrating smelly ass as well. That was nice, wasn't it? I was just trying to show you all how it works, and a smelly ass walked right by and beautifully demonstrated it. So thank you for that. That's wonderful. I probably would have taken you up on that last week, Asgard. It was 43 degrees last week. Last Wednesday it was. I had an appointment in the morning and I was so annoyed. I didn't want to go out. It was horrible. So I would have taken you up on that temperature swap. Excuse me, I'm looking right into his scalp here. Hey. Asking 169. Excuse me. I can't think. Market price 200. Ooh. Let's go 150. Accepted. Oh. Very good. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to unlock. I want to make this a really bustling shop. I'm trying to unlock everything that's available to me and make sure I've got enough room in the store for it. No, I don't want to do that trade. So what we'll do, I think we'll close. Stu about to finish. You got to get, oh, no worries. Thank you for popping in, Drisco. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. We'll catch you later. Have a good night. Now my staff nick off straight away as soon as it hits 9 o'clock. What did you think of Cinema Simulator last week? Anybody that saw it? What did you think of it? I got an early access code to play the demo of Cinema Simulator last week. I really enjoyed it. It was, it's obviously limited at this point because it's only a demo. But I can see it being quite a fun little sim, I have to say. There's another one out as well. Hotel Renovator Simulator or something like that. There's so many sims now. I went on Steam last night and I wishlisted so many random games, but I just can't keep up with them. I already bought some new games the other day as well on the Steam sale that I'll have to try and fit in somewhere. But I wanted to do this one today because I was a little bit low on time last night getting things organized. So I thought, well, let's ease into the week with some TCG. Hello, James. Welcome in. What's going on? So I just thought I might open a few cheeky packets. See if I can get enough stock for my tables at the front. And I've put 3 of them in. Because when people come in and they're empty, they get all huffy about it. The customers would sit and watch the movie. I know. They sit in the chairs, but they don't like sit back in them. It was so creepy, actually, wasn't it? Now, how do I... That's right. I've played that many Sims that I've forgotten what all the buttons do. Hello, Alina. It has been. How are you? I did talk to you, James. Am I not supposed to? Am I not meant to? It's a live stream, and I'm an interactive streamer. I know some streamers don't, I suppose. Some don't talk, do they? Talk to. I don't get what you mean. It's fine. All right, we'll put this here. Hello, Fire Shadow. Welcome in. I know some streamers don't. That reminds me. You just reminded me. actually. I was supposed to open up a separate little chat box for this. Thank you for reminding me. As we discovered last time, if something happens, it doesn't always notify me through the restream thing that I'm doing. So I just want to make sure that I've got that open so I can see what's going on. Let me just pop that out. There's always something. It's the only thing when you're multi-streaming, there's always something that doesn't quite work the way that you want it to. That can get a little bit frustrating though. Don't spam the chat though, because you know, it just doesn't make it a good time for everybody else in there. I do read messages. How did all the last week go? It was really, really hectic. Thank you for asking. It was super hectic, but you know, we got there. The internet upgrade has been done, and I've had just the smoothest experience with going live this morning. No problems at all. So that was great. It's been a hectic time though. Well, we tried, didn't we? We tried, Oz. I feel like the message just wasn't getting through. Oh man. How are you, Alina? You're okay? Has there been any exciting gossip for us? We're doing a little bit of TCG today. I've done a bit of a store redesign, and I did that while I was off stream. So I would like to create a bit of a vibe where all of the play tables are just filling the center, and we get like this really nice set of shelving going around the edges. And I also would like to unlock... Is there anything in there? No. Unlock all of the things that are available to me right now. So we need lots of money. We need some good cards that I can get on my display tables at the front. So I'm just opening some card packs to see what we can get. I'm opening some legendary card packs at the moment. I'm feeling fancy. I could also open some of the Destiny packs as well, just for shits and gigs. I might do that as well. Lovely. Let's open some of these. I've got some... Oh, I've got rare ones and I've got original ones. We might open them all. And then we'll replace what I've taken. Nobody ever need know. I tell you what, it's a beautiful morning this morning. I'm so glad that the weather has like just calmed its tits a little bit. It was disgusting last week. We've had so much heat. And you know, I think I'm actually done with it now. I really do like summer. I look forward to summer, but I think I'm done with it now. I think I'm good. I'm ready for some mild weather because, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It was like that on the weekend as well. I think it was Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Got up really early and did a whole bunch of gardening and like yard stuff, and it was just delightful out there. Yeah, I don't mind it if it's like, I don't know, 35, 36, that's all right. 38 plus, I think is very unenjoyable. And then you end up just sort of hibernating as if it's winter anyway. So I don't really care for that. Now I think these are the rare, are they the right rare packs that I'm looking for? Can I just check that label? I can't see the label. I know. We will be complaining about the cold. Why are we like this? No, that's the normal one. So where have I got my Destiny packs then? Over here. So I've got some regular Destinies. They can go there. I might just, before we open tomorrow, I think I will fill anything that's obviously empty. Because I quite like getting my restocker to set my prices for me. Because I hate doing that. It's a really, really crappy job. And I'd like somebody else to do it, if you don't mind. Right, so we have run out of... we need a few more rare and basic box packs, I think. Now, do I have some? Yes, I do. I've done a little redesign of the stock room as well. It's working much better this way. I didn't really like how I had it laid out before. And I think it's just because the shelves are kind of weird. It's kind of weird the way they work. The way that they're placed against the wall. Lovely. Now, do I need to order anything? I've got plenty of money. I need some of those orange card cases. Let's have a little look in my accessories. Get 2 of those, and let's get some rare booster packs. Actually, I might get 2. Get 2 of those. Let's treat ourselves today. Then we'll go... I know, we're talking about temperatures and complaining about the cold. Asgard's like, yeah, it's -8. -8 right now, so there's that. It could always be worse. Legendary card box, 2 of those. This is going to get very expensive very, very quickly. Then we want some blue. Do we want blue? No, we've got plenty of those. I think some red card holders would be good. I'm very, very excited to see what they do with this when it comes to bringing the actual card game in. I think that could be just amazing. If there could be even more weight to the cards that you unlock and find in packs because you can use them for actual games, I would love that. I'm really, really into card games at the moment as well. I'm big on Hearthstone. Very big on Balatro. I nearly did Balatro today, actually. It was a tough decision. But I've been doing a little bit of Balatro recording offline as well. And I'm on a yellow card. I'm on a yellow deck run at the moment. And it's going really well. I'm actually nearly up to ante 8. So I'll put that on YouTube. I want to get the basic decks, you know, up to ante 8, and then I want to start playing around with some of the cool custom stuff. So I will be publishing that once it's done. I nearly did it today. That's actually what stopped me in the end. I was on a bit of a roll with the yellow deck that I was doing at the time, and I had to go to bed and I couldn't quite remember where I was at, and I didn't want to come in today, get distracted and ruin like this amazing run that I was having. So I thought, no, I'll start fresh. If I do a stream of it, we'll do a fresh run. Let's try and get a yellow box. No? No yellow box? What about a red box or a pink box? No. Hello, Irk. Thank you for the 53 months. How are you doing? What's all the latest? Don't miss out any detail.
I feel like I just did this.
Yeah, I know. You did, right? It's like you must have done it right at the end of the other one and now you've done another one. But we appreciate you nonetheless. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. What's been happening? Let's just fill up these a little bit. That's not a different... Oh, these are Destinies. I forgot that I was doing these. I've got Destiny bulk boxes as well as plain ones. Ah, that's right. So we've never made a Destiny bulk before, because I didn't have enough Destiny cards, but now I do. Yeah, I know. I nearly said Irk. I was just about to say, actually, do spare us some detail. I was going to say to use your discretion. And then I remembered who I was talking to. You've had the flu. Is this recent? Are you okay now? My God. It's nearly that time of year again, speaking of, isn't it? It's nearly flu jab time. I got the flu really badly. I don't know, like 10 years ago. And it was so bad that I was like, you know, fuck this. I'm getting the flu jab every single year because I can't go through this again. I thought I was going to die. You're on the tail end of it and you came down with it Wednesday last week. Oh no, that's horrible. Have you had to, I suppose you've had to miss some of your welding school and stuff because of it as well. How very dare. Irk's been putting like thirst trap videos of himself on Instagram, welding. Such an F-boy. You've missed 2 days of school. Oh no, at least it's not too bad. Like 2 days isn't going to hold you back too much. But I know you're really enjoying it, so that part sucks. So you know what you're doing. Come on. Come on. We weren't all born yesterday, Irk. We know. It's okay. It's fine. I know it's hard to get views on Instagram these days, to be fair. If you just put regular content on Instagram, it's crickets. If it's a thirst trap, you know, it goes off. So, you're just hustling. That's all right. It's okay. Right. It's frustrating. You were going to test on flux core. What's a flux core? I don't know what that is, but I would like to know what that is. Maybe I would like to weld something one day. It looks fun, actually. It looks like a satisfying thing to do, I have to admit. We made profit. Beautiful. Day 92. Now, did I end up pulling enough cards to actually fill this? Let's just see. Now, duplicates at the front. I was reading Steam reviews last night of TCG because I was checking to see if they'd done any extra updates. Somebody put this, really made me laugh. Someone who plays it says their favorite thing to do is before the shop opens in the morning. You see how all these people start waiting? Their favorite thing to do is stand and open card packs in front of all the people that are trying to come in. Because they're so annoyed. Like, how annoyed would they be? I'm going to do it now. Let's take one. Like, we're all good. Just stand at the window. They're all upset. He hasn't even had a shower yet. He was that keen. 2 of them. No shower this morning. Same underwear on from yesterday. Just turned him inside out. So we'll just open some card packs and just see. Yeah, I got a head shake for that. Didn't like it. Not happy. Now let's get these cards priced. Flux is a kind of welding and it's on the inside of the wire. Oh. So how long left of it do you have? The school, the course. You'll probably miss it. Like, obviously it's great when it's done because then you're qualified. But I feel like you would miss the school for that kind of thing because it's different, isn't it? It's different to actually working and having to like deal with people. If you're just learning a skill, it's so much more fun than when all like the practicalities of life comes into it. Everything's great until you have to deal with human beings. It is horrible, especially if you get a cough. If you get sick and you have this cough that lasts for 69 years, it's actually a miserable existence. Can you please, Angus is new. Can you please do my prices? Thank you. I'd like you to do my prices because I don't want to do it. And then I think the stock is, don't just drop it on the floor though. No common sense sometimes, these staff, they don't know they're born. Right. I think we're looking pretty good here. I think we can open. We'll turn the light on. The Smellatron is loaded, which is good. 10 weeks. Oh, that's plenty of time to keep enjoying it though. Yeah. I remember when I did a uni degree, like a business degree, and then I ended up doing some extra training as well for what I wanted to do. I needed some extra specialist training as well, so I did that. And I always really enjoyed doing the actual training stuff. And I think it's because when you're learning something, all of the examples that you have and like the case studies that you have, whatever it is, like it's all good. It's all things being done the way it's supposed to be done, right? So you get given a situation, everybody's done what they're supposed to do. Nothing weird's going on, and you apply your knowledge to it and you fix it, and it's extremely satisfying. And you think, I'm good at this, I love this, this is great. And then you start working, then you like start your own business, your own practice, whatever in that field. And everything you get is fucked. Everything you get is completely nothing like it's supposed to be, and all done the wrong way, and people don't care that it's the wrong way. They don't care about this, they don't care about that, you know. There's so many things that come into it. And then sometimes over time you think, oh, I really just want to study again. I just want to learn something new again. And I think what's happened a little bit with my line of work is people have gotten me down a bit over the years. I've had my own business for like 13 years now. It's been about 13 years, and I was so enthusiastic when I started, you know, and full of dreams and ideals, and then people happened. And now, you know, I'm a bit jaded. I am. Do I want that? I don't care, actually. Don't bother me with $6 cards. I thought we've covered this. Especially now, I find now that we're in an age of like, you know, everything's done on the computer, everything's software, everything's user friendly. We've got AI coming in, Chat GPT, all this stuff. So people think they know everything now. And whilst I get that people can access a base level of knowledge easier than ever before, and that's a great thing, you still need context for things. You still need to talk to people who understand the context of something and who have the experience to apply something to your exact scenario. Not just a web crawler, basically. And it's frustrating because people come to you and instead of asking your opinion now or asking how, you know, they should approach something, they've either already done it and made a massive mess of it and then it's a mess from the start, or they come to you and they tell you how it's going to be done. And it's like, well, that's brilliant, mate, but no, because what you've just said doesn't even make sense. That's not a thing. That's not suitable for you, whatever the case is. And it just makes me think what it must be like for doctors now. Imagine being a doctor now in the age of chat GPT. Sorry, Jarek, I forgot. It's GPT. It must be a bloody nightmare. People are just coming in and like, yeah, I've got this. And you're like, well, okay, that's great. But let me just, you know, let me just do a diagnosis. Let me just check things. Because it might not be the thing that you think it is. It could be something else. It's just a time. Play some music. Let it all drift away. Now I've got some legendary boxes. I need to put them on my shelf. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a different size box, is it? That's irritating. I've started replacing them with bigger ones, haven't I? So what I'll do, we'll put that on the floor. That's something I don't really like, actually. When you unlock products, there's 2 licenses for every product a lot of the time. So that's a legendary card box. There's a license for a 32-pack box and a license for a 64. You have to buy them both. They're very expensive, like 10 grand per license. Hang on, wait. I haven't put anything in. I offered nothing. I'm offering you nothing. I was in the middle of making a point, mate. Just fuck off. Yeah, and then you end up... So when you unlock both licenses, you end up with 2 different size boxes, which is quite annoying for the stock room. You see? See what I'm saying? I know, that's right. I think the doctors had to deal with Google first, didn't they? Google first, and then now it's ChatGPT. And then you wonder how it's going to go because they're talking about developing like properly intelligent AI now. Like it's already under development. So like what exists now, whilst it's quite amazing what it can do, it's still fairly basic when it comes to AI. And they're talking about bringing in properly intelligent AI, like so intelligent that it could potentially replace roles that used to be very interpersonal, which I think everyone kind of assumed wouldn't happen. So even things like therapy could potentially be affected by this because, you know, it's just going to be like this emotionally intelligent robot thing. It's crazy at this point. Oh, that's a yellow box, is it? Oh, okay. Is that where that's supposed to go? That's supposed to go there. All right. But it's really interesting how quickly it's actually disrupted. Like, it's disrupted different kinds of work to what people thought it would, I think. When people thought about, you know, in the future there's going to be robots and AI, I think they assumed it would mainly affect or only affect manual type work, but it's actually affected so much more than that, and it's been very, very quick as well. You're giving me that for that, but I've only got one, so I don't want to do it. I don't have a duplicate. Now is that is that on the shelf, that one? No, it's a different box size. See, this is very irritating. I'm gonna have to use up the small boxes. I just bought a license for some bigger boxes and now it's stuffing up my stock room. Oh my god, everybody's bought heaps of these. I can barely keep up with it. Let's put some Destiny ones out. They have to be over $10. I want to save, well, most of them over $10. Because I want to save the other ones for bulk packs. When you're at your little card mixing table, you can bundle cards together as long as they're under $10. Right. You have to stand in front of every single individual card that I'm trying to... Oh yeah, he prices them for me. Sorry, mate. That's Angus. Sorry, Angus. Don't get mad. I'm sorry. I thought it was a customer. I asked him to price stuff and then I'm like, do you have to price things constantly? He can't win, can he? Can't do right for doing wrong. Old Angus. Okay, I seem to have a lot of people coming in to trade today. I've got stuff to do. 28 cents? Get out of here. My god. Nothing would annoy me more. Imagine trying to run your own card shop. You're running around doing everything and someone's waiting in the way of everyone. Oh, I'd like 28 cents for my card. Oh, fuck off, mate. Like, it would be the most annoying thing. There's a minimum amount for me to care. And it isn't 28 cents, you know? Right, what's this one? That's a green one. That's a green box. That can go there. That's looking nice and tidy. For $12,000. Hello, Vespid. What are you doing here at this early time of the day? Have I got enough stuff in the Smellotron? I need another one. Could use a hydrate, actually. I'm a little thirsty today. What was I doing? I ordered one of these. I need to buy some more as well. We need some cleanser from the shop. Get a big box, 2 of them. $650 for that. That's an outrage. I'm not giving you that. It's my only one. That's no dice. Now, as I have $12,000, I think I might see what else I can buy. Maybe we can unlock something new. Let's have a little look and see. Oh, he's done now. He's all finished. When he's finished, he just goes and stands out on the street for some reason. So you can restock for me now, please. Oh god, what do you want? $1, go away. I'm sure that's the same customer. He's all annoyed, shaking his head. I should be shaking my head at you, mate. That's twice you've come in with a card that's worth 5/10 of fuck all. Right. I was too busy ranting to remember what I was doing. Let's see what I can unlock. I've got $13,000 here. No, that's definitely not what I said. I would never Vespid. So I can get a, this is what I mean. I can get a license. I already have basic Destiny boxes, but they're only coming in packs of 4. I have to unlock a separate one for the same product for packs of 8 for $9,000, which really bothers me. But I suppose we should do it because we just want to unlock everything we can before we get to the locked ones, really. That's just going to make things simpler. So let's do that. And let's make sure we've got all of our basic stuff. Category by category, we'll go through and make sure that it's unlocked. And then as we get rid of these little half boxes, we can replace them with full ones. Oliver's going good, waking up. Steph, what do you mean? Oliver's waking up, Steph. Isn't that your cat? How is little Oliver? Little Oliver, the stray cat. How did that come about, by the way, again? Was it literally a stray cat that wandered onto your property and you adopted him? No, I don't want to trade that. Thank you. Okay. Now, I think I might like to open some more packs because we're getting a little bit low on the card tables at the front. I don't think you've put a picture of him in Discord. We haven't seen Oliver. Actually. To this point. Ooh, got a couple of $20 cards that I can get out on the table. Although they have to be duplicates though. I only sell duplicates. Have you got the day off today, Vespid? I haven't decided. I might have a bit of a disrupted week with streams again, to be honest. I don't really know how it's going to go. But if I do have my normal schedule, I haven't even decided what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. You're asking for $5,000 for that. Wow. It's on the up. It went as low as 4,955. Maybe I could. What if I offer you 4,750 and I get it straight on the table? It's a, what is it? It's a foil sort of card. What's the name of it though? Who the hell knows? Okay, let's get it straight out on the table. We'll make a little bit of a profit on that. I'm getting better with selling those ones. Otherwise, I just end up going broke. It has to happen. It was this one. Oh, is that my most valuable card? Oh, I'll make a nice little profit on that, actually. Let's take that one. We'll get it straight out. I wonder if I could make it slightly more expensive. Do you reckon I could 20% it? Because it's such a special card. Oh, you've got the phone on. You're having a break at work. But he's selling an expensive card. I can't afford it. Don't get annoyed. Shaking your head. How's the other guy, though, that got annoyed at me? He's caught the bus into town to sell me a 28-cent card. Like, you need to question your life at this point. I think he's bought it. Has he bought that card? Someone has. Or they've stolen it. Well, I hope that can't happen. When the shoplifter update happens, I hope they can't steal individual cards off the table. I'll cry. He bought it 6377 on the plastic. I'm surprised I got away with selling that so quickly because I marked it up to 20%. Lovely little profit there. So what I'm doing, when I open packs and stuff, I'm keeping all of those cards unless they're duplicates. But if I'm trading with customers who come in, I'm selling them, you know, to take advantage of the profit. Otherwise, you literally run out of money. What are you doing? You're looking for a trade? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. You've been remiss. Thank you, Jarek, for admitting your remissness. I appreciate that. What are you doing? Shouldn't you be leaving now? Or have you bought something? I think we'll close. We'll let him buy stuff. He's just sitting here. He's hoping that I'm not going to notice. He wants to stow away overnight. You got green hell to work. Oh, it wasn't running on your PC, was it? It's a, I don't know how old your PC is, but it can be a little bit resource heavy, green hell. I used to stream, like when I first started, I had a gaming laptop and I used to stream it off of that and I only just got away with it. It's a little, I had to use a program that limited the frames because I think at the time, I don't think you could do it in the game. That's the only way I could run it. It's a really good game though. I still haven't played the DLC, but I think I'll do that. I'll do that on stream. I've been playing enough of it to remember how all the mechanics work of everything. We did a few Green Hell streams late last year. And it just fits beautifully right into my little wheelhouse. A game like Green Hell. So we'll be doing that as well. It's tough though. It's a difficult game. It's very punishing. Like everything's going so well. And then you step on like a poisonous frog and you're dead. Like it's just instantly ruined. You get everything all stockpiled. Or a tiger jumps out of nowhere and mauls you to death. That's my favorite. I've had that happen to me many a time. Hello, Cackman. And why are we seeing you at this early time? We're seeing all these people that we shouldn't see at this time. That was a $2,500 card. That was a good one. How are you, Cackman? $2,500 card we pulled straight out of a pack. You'll love to see it. Beautiful. And it's a duplicate. It's a duplicate as well, so I can sell it straight away. What are the odds of getting 2 of these? Oh, we would never ask you to leave, Cacman. As if I would. I'm too sweet and pure for such things. How are you? What's happening? Have you got the day off today? That's wonderful. Doing all right? Lovely. Survive the heat wave? You don't mind the hot weather though, do you? Doesn't bother you too much. Oops. What else do we have? We've got these ones we can sell as well. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Don't get all sweaty out there, everybody. I have to restock. Getting all sweaty in his sandals. Just relax, mate. Yeah, it's not now. We had 43 last Wednesday, and now it's I think it's 30 or something today. It's quite nice. We need a breather though. It was horrible. It was way too intense. Now what about if I open up just a few little Destiny packets and see what we get? I'd like to fill the tables up a little bit more. Back to scorching. You must have really good air conditioning. Oh, that's the other thing that happened last week. On the 43-degree day, right in the peak of it, I think it was peaking at like 5:30. Dinner was getting prepared, all the house things. I'd just finished, knocked off work for the day, and I'd had a day as well. I was so annoyed. I'd had a day. Walk out in the living area, and water started pouring out of the air conditioner. It's a split system. Water started pouring out the front. This never happened before. And Emily is underneath that area, and all the water went... She was just chilling with her little legs out, and all this water started going like bloop, 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 all over her box and stuff. But she freaked out and ran in the box, which is where all the water was running. So she had to be moved straight away to the other side of the room. She was really pissed off about it. It was hot. Water was coming out everywhere. The air conditioner had to be off for a couple of hours, and my God, it was just... That coolness disappeared so quickly once the air conditioner went off. Like, you wouldn't believe it. And in the end, I think it was the air conditioner, we actually left it off for the night. It's like, oh, can't trust it now. Can't trust having that on, you know, while we're asleep in case all the water comes out everywhere. It ended up being, I think, just an excess of condensation because as it happened earlier in the day, it hadn't been on because we'd forgotten to turn it on in the afternoon. So it was 43 degrees outside, and then it was turned to a really, really cold temperature to get the room up to scratch. And I think it just created all that super hot air going over those really, really cold coils inside the air conditioner, just created too much condensation, like too quick. Because there's like a drain pan underneath that catches the condensation. I think it just couldn't handle it. It was happening too quickly. And it was just pouring out the front. So that was fun. That was fun, but at least it was working afterwards. It can be other things as well. I feel like I'm an expert now in split systems. It can be the drain pipes, but that's a pain in the ass as well because a lot of the new systems have been built in a way that you can't really tinker with them yourself. So then you got to get someone out to tinker with it at an inflated price, which I'm not really about at the moment. Trying to save my pennies. So as soon as you try and save your pennies, stuff breaks though. Every time. Okay, someone wants to trade. Somebody wants to have a wee trade. Let's see what's going on today. Anything of interest to me? $7.90. You're looking for that. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I've got plenty of money, so if somebody does try and sell me a really high value card, I can actually buy it, which is good. Now, for $11,000, let's see. Actually, let's just see what he's selling, and then I might unlock a new license. You're giving me that for that. That's not really... I've only got one. No, I've only got one. What can I buy? Right, so I've been working through the booster packs to make sure that I unlock all the stuff so it's all available. And then when I buy new things, I'll always buy the 64 boxes now. So this is 10 grand to get the 64 pack of the rare destinies. I haven't actually got the boxes yet though, so how about we unlock the box first so that we can get like a unique product. And speaking of spending money, I feel like I might not have paid my bills for a while. Which could get orkies. How come you're in here smelling things up? My Smellotron's supposed to pick that up off of you. I spent a lot of money on that. Why are you in here smelling? How did you sneak past? Doesn't even make sense. Okay. Now. Did I get what's his neck to price today? I didn't, did I? Maybe I will get him to price just so we can stay on top of things. You can set my prices. I'll put this in the bin. That's what he was implying by dropping it at my feet, apparently. And I'll do a little bit of restocking. Because I would rather restock than do pricing. Quite frankly. There's an enjoyment in restocking that I don't feel from pricing. Now we'll do some blue boxes as well. And then after we've done that, I can see if I need to restock anything out the back. It's flowing. How much do I owe in bills, by the way? Oh, okay. Yep. Excellent. I owe roughly $8,000. Good. I don't even know how that happened. I must have just vagued out and I haven't paid my bills for the last 5 years. Let's buy some stock before we're made bankrupt. Let's get our money's worth here. We're going to want some little bats. We want some rare and epic boxes as well. Where's the rare ones? Rare. One of those two. Then we want... Actually, I may have one on the floor already. Probably didn't need to buy that. This is where the money problems come from. Then we would like some folders. I thought I just bought those. I can't keep up with these collection folders. Excellent. Then we would need some of those comics. Oh no, I've got heaps of those. That's okay. We've run out of the play mat with that bat on it. The bat play mat. I hope they bring some filters in for some of these categories. I'd like to be able to search for things by typing them in, because there's a few too many products for that to be a good way of ordering now. Okay, so what have you got? 37, no. Maybe we'll pay some bills so it doesn't completely wreck me. So we might pay... We'll keep the lights on first, and then also let's pay the rent. And then in a few days, we're going to have to pay $4,800 for the staff wages, or Angus is going to be angry. You saw Betty attempting to crow. It was wobbly, terrible, and very cute. She's on a rooster. That is very cute. She's like, I may as well have a go. Why not? Why wouldn't I? Destiny. I think I'd really like to have chickens. I'd like to be... How many eggs do you get? Like, in a typical week? From your chickens. Let's get these ones out on the old table. This, there's been some supermarkets. It hasn't really affected South Australia that much, but there's been some supermarkets that have completely run out of eggs because of the bird flu stuff. Hopefully they can get on top of that. That's a little bit scary actually, isn't it? This bird flu thing that's going on. Affecting farms and whatnot. Now that's a 64 pack of those. So what if I... Yeah, they're just going to have to stay on the floor. That's okay. I need the blue ones, but I need to order them from the shop. We need some individual red ones, which can come out of here. need some of the Destiny boxes. I wish you could... Something else that would be good. When you set Angus to do the pricing, you can tell him how much you want him to mark up and whether you want him to round. But something else I'd like is only get him to reprice things that have had a variance over a certain amount. Because some of the price variances are so tiny that you wouldn't even bother, like you wouldn't worry about it, basically. And he, there you go. He's going through the shop and doing every single one. It takes like an excess amount of time. So I'd like to see something like if there's more than a 2% variance, then you can set him to reprice it. No. I don't have a duplicate of that. So we have rare and plain cards to get out on the shelf as well. I've got plenty of those. That's all right. So as soon as you set your staff member to start pricing, they're going to be doing it for ages, and then all of the restocking, you know, falls behind. So you have to do it the whole time pretty much. Hello. There we go. It's a bit patchy because they're new to laying and the eggs are small. So once every 3 days for Pepper. Edna are laying daily. Betty should be laying now, but might be doing it in secret away from the nesting boxes. So with the amount of chickens that you've got, you could very easily end up with like way more eggs than you could even use. You're asking $10,000 for the card and the market price is $7,000. What the hell are you doing? I can't afford it either way. How dare you try and rip me off? The audacity. Only I'm allowed to rip people off in my shop. Okay. That's looking a hell of a lot better. Now are these nice and filled? I think we need some... Is that a blue dice? Dozen a week. That's loads, isn't it? And then the neighbors come and get some. That's very good. A dozen a week is actually quite a lot of eggs. That's awesome. We need some green packs as well. If I ever get chickens, you will be my go-to for some sage advice. You're selling that for $7. No. I don't feel like buying something I already have. Okay, so I want to put this on the shelf to fill the gap over there. And that is looking pretty good. I think we can let Angus deal with the rest of it. I need to order, open some more packs as well, I reckon. Selling for $220, market price $221. It's on the up. I might try and get it for maybe $200. About $205. Lovely. There's lots more people with chickens in the neighborhood and you can hear all the clucking. It's quite a cute little sound, actually. Yeah, are they very are they a little high maintenance? How much time roughly do you need to give them each day out of your day? Okay, let's open some packs because all the tables are empty at the front. It's good though if you know that you can have organic eggs all the time. I think that there's a lot more interest in that these days. Where your food comes from, knowing what was used to grow it, what was used on it. I'm going to open a few of each different pack type just to mix it up and see what we can get. I'm starting to think maybe I would like to do some green hell sooner rather than later, you know, after talking about it this morning. Might add that to the schedule soon. Thank you for the lurk, Asgard. Do the Green Hell DLC. It's actually like story, so it's another story that they've tacked on to play through. Thinking out loud. I should also buy, I've got $7,000. Let's pay that rent while I'm thinking of it as well. Otherwise I'll get in a right little, sorry, pay the staff. So I don't go bankrupt, which is always nice. What are you after? Asking 239, market price 202. I'll give you 195. What's your final offer? The over-inflated price. Get out. We'll open up a couple of these destinies. I can't believe I was lucky enough to get a $2,000 card that was also a duplicate earlier. What are the odds? And let's open up some of the rare destinies as well. With their fancy gold foil interior. Actually, if it works out, I also wouldn't mind finishing my yellow deck run off stream for Balatro. And doing a fresh run for another Balatro stream. Very addictive. They poop a lot, so lots of good fertilizer. So cleaning up, changing the water and food stations, they're quite simple to keep. Lots of tips and tricks to keep them healthy and happy. And you like spending time with them in the yard. Yeah, I think if you like being outside as well, then it is nice to be able to do that. I've been spending a lot more time outside lately. I would say that oh my God, he went home and left all these customers here. Holy crap. I would say that my lifestyle has been slowly changing, and I've been getting up like really early. I get up early in the morning all the time now, even on the weekends, getting up about 7. And I'm just amazed at how much better I feel for it, having the same get up time every day. I never used to do that. I've never been a morning person in my life. I was a night owl. I like to stay up late. Now I like being up early and just being really like busy during the day. There's all like the whole day's ahead of you and going to bed earlier. I just feel like I'm getting so much more out of the days now. And part of that, I've sort of been more active outside more, doing more things. So it's been a slow lifestyle change, I suppose. I haven't felt as drawn to, outside of when I'm doing content, I haven't felt as drawn to sit and game in my free time like I used to. It doesn't, I did play some, I played a bit of TCG the weekend before last. I don't know if it was a really hot day and I was just taking a bit of a rest. I'd been really busy. I was like, yeah, I'll game for a while. But it didn't really grab me. I think I was gaming for like 45 minutes. I was like, yeah, I think I'm done. I don't know. I don't know if it's because like that there hasn't been a game that's really got me excited for quite a long time, it feels like, as well, amongst other things. There's nothing draws me in enough to make me want to play it a lot. I would say the closest one that has done that lately is actually Balatro. Balatro is one game where it's like I'll sit there and think, oh yeah, I could have a few rounds of that. That'd be chill. But I don't mind that because it's round based, so you can play like half an hour of Balatro and just get on with things. And it's those really big, overwhelming games that are the ones I haven't been playing so much. You know, like your 100-hour games where you got to be really involved and wrapped up in the story and the lore of it, and I just don't have time. I just can't at the moment. Have you spending more time outside? Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting to know. Interesting to know. It would be such a it'd be such a new thing. I've never actually even had a bird. I've never really been a bird person. Never mind a chicken. Now let's just open up a few more of these. I feel like these tables are really, really empty. Now, there's a bit of noise going on outside. Hopefully it's not coming across stream too much. There's some power tool noises going on outside. Let's just see. Did I get any duplicates that I could sell? Not really. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it be. Now, I did have an order that I never actually pressed go on. So let's get that done. And I might get you... Let's just check my prices, actually. We should just check it real quick each day before I decide whether I'm going to get Angus to do it or not. Because I think some days, like, yeah, as I said, the price changes aren't really enough to be worrying about. I don't think so. I think we might skip it today. We'll skip the prices today. He can restock for me. Lovely. Lovely. So, I need to get some more of these non-Destiny base boxes on. I've made tons of them. I've got so many cards that are just low-value duplicates. So I was able to make an absolute ton of these. Pillars of Eternity is a massive lore-rich game. Is that the one when I popped into your stream the other week and there was quite a lot of narrative in it? Is that what that one was? That was really nice to have on while I was working because I could just listen to it. I didn't have to watch it. I was doing something really boring at the time and it was nice to have something playing in the background. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like when you're doing something really dull, it can be nice to have something going on like a stream in the background, but it can't be too much either. Like I can't have someone playing a first-person shooter or something excessively sweaty on in the background while I'm working. It drives me crazy. I need something chill. It was that one. Yeah, that looked kind of quirky, that game. I've never seen it or played it before. But yeah, it looked like the kind of game where you could really lose yourself in it though, which is good. Oh, I've only got one little packet left in here. We need to do a fairly big restock as it happens. Now, what else is a little bit empty? We have those sleeves which are out of stock and I think I ordered them. Let's just see. Maybe Angus has them. Maybe he's doing it. Or maybe I didn't order them. You're giving me that for that? No. Maybe I'll order some. Let's get 2 of those while I'm thinking a bit. So it's something that I do get cravings for in winter. I think that's part of it as well. In winter, I tend to game more. In summer, I do like being outside. I go to the beach a lot. There's a lot of sort of extra things that happen in summer. In winter, it gets a little bit more hibernate-y, and that's where I like to do some more gaming. But when winter comes along, I get cravings for games like Oblivion. Like those games from, like comfort games from forever ago, basically. And I end up only ever playing a little bit of it, and then I never end up doing much, but it's just like a little bit of a vibe, isn't it? Is that sound coming through? I don't think it's coming through too badly. I've got a noise filter on the mic. But it might come through a little bit while I'm talking, possibly. Okay, so these ones go over here. Just gonna help him out here. He's not keeping up with the demand. I did put him back to restocking, didn't I? I think I did. I don't think I had him set to do any more pricing. Lovely. Those there. Bats in here. Yeah, it's like, it's both ways, isn't it? When you're hibernating. Either because it's really cold, or either because it's just like a full heat wave and you don't want to go outside. Oh, that's good. The you know, the noise filter in OBS is really good. actually. You can get away with quite a lot. Especially when I used to have a really noisy laptop because, it used to struggle a little bit when I was streaming and the fan would go crazy. And when you have the noise filter on, you don't hear all of that coming through. Okay, I'm really struggling to keep up with the individual cards. Maybe I should just put some of these out there. I don't normally do ones under $10, but I think it's better to have something on there than nothing because they get annoyed. When they go look at it, if there's nothing for them to choose from, I think it affects your store rating. Right, now I also need a couple of those coloured games and I need that gnome game as well. Let's have a look. It's not a time for you to stream game. Yeah, if you're really into stuff like that, you're just going to be flat out. And I think you just need to do what you want to all the time as well. And taking especially if you're trying to stream, if you're not a full-time streamer, if it's not what you're doing for work and that's all you're doing for work, you really do just have to do it when it suits you and not really feel the pressure of having to constantly be going live. It's something that I've learned. I'm going to give you 220. Because, if it's not paying, your way in life, that means it's really just, it has to work for you, basically. It has to work. And these days as well, it's a grim scene. The live streaming scene is grim. It's never been so bad. I reckon last week, my stream last week, on the Wednesday, I reckon that's when I finish up, I make VODs out of I don't do much to them. I just quickly highlight my Twitch VOD so that it lives on my Twitch page. So after the stream, I don't have anything on during, but after the stream, I go into the dashboard and do all that business. And that was the quietest stream. Last Wednesday's stream was the quietest one I have ever had in my entire time I've been streaming. So I've been streaming for nearly 5 years in May. And the numbers that I had for that stream was my first ever stream, basically. So it's very much like I've started again. The 5 years that have gone into this point don't really count for anything. But obviously they've counted for something in terms of I've learned a lot and that part's great. I've learned a lot. I know what I like, I know what I don't. I've learned some skills when it comes to making videos, when it comes to live streaming. I'm a better content creator now than I was when I started. I've got a better setup now than when I started, and I've learned a lot about the technical aspects. But largely, there's zero momentum from those 5 years, though. There's just nothing. So it's well, at this point, I could pretty much wipe the whole slate clean and do whatever I want because I have nothing to lose. That's what it feels like to me. This isn't a whinge, by the way. I'm not whinging. I don't like it when creators whinge. I'm just sort of telling you where my head's at. It is what it is. People obviously aren't as interested in live streams, or they're not as interested in the kinds of live streams that I do, or whatever the case is. So I may need to look at changing my format so that I'm doing, when TikTok doesn't ban me, I may need to change my format so I'm doing more vertical lives so I can get in front of more people than what I can currently do with Twitch and YouTube landscape as well. That's hard to grow with, just like Twitch is. It's all about the vertical lives. And possibly focusing a bit more on some offline content as well, in terms of just doing stuff offline and making videos out of them that I can edit and have an idea for them, as opposed to spending so much time on the live streams. It's starting to feel that way. Yeah, I did the cinema one last Wednesday. And obviously when you do a lesser known game, you don't get as much discoverability from new viewers, but that's when it comes to Twitch, there's no discoverability anytime. So that doesn't really change. I very rarely get new viewers coming in when I'm live on Twitch. So if you can't grow, it means that as your existing community is doing stuff, you know, their lives are changing. Maybe they don't have the same schedule, or they just don't want to watch live streams as much anymore, whatever the case may be. There's no new audience coming in to keep it ticking over all the time. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it definitely has. If you actually look at the numbers for Twitch, there's less viewership on there, and it makes sense. People's lives have changed a lot in the past few years, and Twitch also had an enormous boost because of the pandemic. You know, what a perfect time for a platform like that to take off when everybody is literally being forced to stay at home and they're bored and they need some entertainment. It makes all the sense in the world, and life's gone back to normal. People's schedules have changed, and of course, when you've streamed for, let's say, 3+ years, people who you've come across over that time, people who have come across you over that time, their lives have changed. Maybe they've got a new job now and they're not able to watch streams at their old time, or maybe they got married and they have different, they've got someone else to think of and they do different things with their free time, or they've had kids or whatever. You know, there's a million reasons, and that's normal. But that, you know, as with anything, it's the same with a business. Like if you've got a business, you're always going to have a percentage of customers, like, you know, that turn over. You need to be able to replace, you need new people coming in, and that's where Twitch is not delivering right now. No, I don't want to do that deal. And that's why I think you'll probably notice a lot of like other creators that you watch, all of a sudden they might not be live on Twitch quite so much. They might be doing different stuff you haven't seen them do before. It's a different kind of content, or maybe they're all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do TikTok now. It's out of necessity. Twitch is definitely like a cozy place. Like it's got a great vibe. You can't deny that. It has a great vibe. But even that vibe is starting to disappear because there's not really anyone to vibe with. Because, you know, half the time as well, it's like if you get raided, for instance, you might get a raid from someone, and then that's quite rare now as well. But largely, there's not a lot of active viewers coming in with that raid. They've been lurking for the other streamer, so you've just got like lurkers coming over. When you're sitting live, just sort of feeling like you're tabbed the whole time, it can be a little bit, you know, that vibe's not really there. The ads as well. The ads are a massive problem on Twitch. They're obnoxiously long and they're unskippable, and the timing of them can just be terrible. It makes it less incentive to find new streamers because you have to sit through ads first. Less incentive to hold on for a raid for the same reason. You know, and then they went up the subscription prices as well last year. So most creators, myself included, didn't want our subscription prices to be increased. That wasn't our choice. We didn't get given a choice. And there's no ability to set your own prices either, like you can with YouTube. So when I became a YouTube partner, I was so stoked. I could actually decide what all of my subscription tiers were going to be, and I could decide what the prices were going to be and set that myself. And on top of that, you get a much better revenue share on YouTube as well than you do on Twitch. Twitch just takes half of everything that you make. So yeah, so I think it is time a rethink. I think for 2025, to keep making space for this stuff in my schedule, I think I need to have a rethink about what it's going to look like. I think that's just like evolving things. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine what it must have been like for people who threw all of their eggs into the Twitch basket. If that's all you've ever done and you were making a living out of that, and that was like your full-time income, like during the pandemic and after, like it must be so hard now. It must be so horribly stressful trying to get by week to week the way that you used to. You'd be forced to find new ways to make that work. All right, so now I've got 13,000. Let's pay my bills this time. That goes quite a long way. Otherwise, I think I'm rich and I realize I haven't paid anything for like 3 months. So, now I do have some money to do a bit of a restock. So, what if I get some of those, we'll get some of those bat mats, a bat mat. 2 of them. We need, I don't need those comics because they're in 2 places. Let's go for, don't need that either, that's fine. I do need that, the pig, the whatever that is, and the bat, we'll get those as well. 1 of each. It's a nanomite, oh, sorry, a nanomite. Of course it is. Blue boxes, individual and boxed. And then the rare individual, the epic box. Epic box, oh, hang on, wait. No, epic box. This is a big order, actually. We've been shopped out. Oh, legendary single as well. With the ad vids. I haven't had one for a while. As it happened, that particular company, that was the same company every time. They had a new mobile game coming out, which they asked me if I would do an ad for it, which I did. And then they had 2 new game releases not long after that, which they also asked me to do. So last year I ended up doing 3. I did 3 of them within the space of about maybe 4 or 5 months. And it was great, actually. They were great to work with. Very, very professional, and everything was laid out, you know, how they wanted it done. It was easy for me to be able to get the content done because I had a really good bit of guidance for what they were after. And yeah, it was great. It was great. At that time, the extra money was awesome as well. It really was a bonus because I wasn't expecting to get those deals, and it also gave me some experience doing that kind of thing. It's the first time I had done a paid ad like that. So the first time I did one, it was like, it felt really strange. It was kind of like my first experience of communicating with a camera when there's no one behind it. So when you've started off doing this from live streaming, there's an energy there that you can work with. When you literally just go into a room with the mindset of, okay, this is what I'm doing now. I'm coming in cold here. We're going to do this video. I'm going to talk to this camera. There's no one on the other side. That felt a little bit strange when I did the first video. But once it was out of the way, I just got over it. And the other 2 felt much easier to do. So I'm really glad as well to have had that experience. Gives you a bit of confidence, and they were really pleased with them as well. You get it done and you send it off and you think, oh God, I hope they're happy with it. I hope they think it's all right. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking at first. So when you get that positive reinforcement, oh, this is great, we love what you've done. It's like, okay, good. Because I think that's something as well. Like, you know, a lot of creators probably don't. You start questioning what you're doing sometimes because you have weeks where when things are bad, when things are good, they're really good. And when things are bad, they're really bad when you do content. So I've kind of learned to not let either the good or the bad stuff influence my mood too much, as long as I'm happy with what I'm doing. Because when things are bad and everything's quiet and you don't get any positive reinforcement about what you're doing, that tends to also be the time where bad stuff also happens. You get like, you might work on a YouTube video and you put it out and you think, yeah, okay, live streams are really not going so well right now. Let's make a video for YouTube. And you put some work into it, and then like the first person that sees it puts some comment on it, like a misogynistic comment or a, you know, just some trolly thing, and that's all you're getting is negative stuff. Those are the times where it's like, oh God, do I need to keep doing this? Or a different vibe recording. It is. I don't know what the teddy technique is. Is that literally putting a little teddy bear like in front of you and you're talking to the teddy as if it's an audience. That's so cute though. But I do worry, like if someone walked in without context, they might think I'd lost my mind. You put a little bear right above the camera and you talk to it. That's actually really cool. A really cool tip. I'd never heard of it before, but I quite like it. That's a good idea. I might do that next time. I remember it was a little trickier too, because what I was doing, the game that I was making a video about was a mobile game. So I had to actually play it on my mobile while recording it. So that had some extra challenges as well, because you had to obviously look at the mobile when you were doing things. But you needed to be making eye contact with the camera as well at, you know, regularly enough. So that was a little bit of an extra trick. But I love that idea. I have like a little, I have a little fluffy rabbit key chain thing that could just hang right up there. Just talk to that. It's fine. But don't worry about me. My sanity is absolutely intact. All right, that's day 95. Profit has been made. I might wrap it up there at the end of day 95. I've got 5 grand in the bank. I will save. Needs to be very close so that your eye line's next to the camera. So it doesn't literally look like you are talking to somebody that's like standing by the window. It's a good tip. For anyone that's listening, that's a very good little tip there. Thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you, Julia, for hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll say goodbye over on the tube. Bye, YouTube viewers. Don't forget to sub for live notifications. Hopefully we catch you very soon.